There we go. 1, 2, 3, and we're live. Hello. What is this? What it says the After Party podcast, but it's pre-stream. I dug up an hour of footage of July 15th, 3 weeks before we launched Stage of Ashes. And it's an hour-long rant, and I was having a really good time with Cheryl and Rob about me asking you where your loyalties lie. Should we do Age of Ashes? Should we put all our eggs in the evil basket? Should we put all our eggs in the, what basket and everything? And everyone was very fun to talk to, and everyone was very earnest with their feelings. And it's a good episode. We even mentioned Alan J. Cooper for the first time, and he went nuts. He's like, how dated is this? I was like, well, actually, it's about two years old. And I posted it as episode 7 of the After Party podcast, which I pretty much abandoned. So the banter they're liking, but maybe not 20 minutes of banter on the front of Star Wars of this. So I'm going to start, just shooing it as the After Party. Because you guys are always talking about the coolest things. Like, my wife was never a Borderlands fan. She thought it was cool. But now Bunkers and Badasses is dropping. Same guys that make, and it's hilarious. And she's like, we got to get this. We got to play this. And she's all inspired to do our channel again. Anyway, I'm just going to grab a drink. Gentlemen, as you were, it's Friday night. Geeking out before we start a mainstream. You are live, and we are waiting for
Sweet. Can
Mr.
you queue up
Spiegler.
Fantasy Grounds? I need to check my character.
Open the gates to Narnia for us. We wish to play and plunder.
Gnarnia.
The wonderful government of Canada just gave me $300 for my truck sticker and my plate sticker for my car. He said, that's what I'm going to buy. Yeah. We're going to buy the Mwaggy Expanse, baby. Grippleys are on the table.
Nice. As a playable race.
Anyway, Fire and Fans Grounds, I shall return. Gentlemen, as you were, fill that air.
Take our War for the Crown concept to the next level and play a party of Gripply Cavalier archetypes riding dragonflies.
Gripply, are those little plant people? Or
those are the little frog people.
That could actually be really fun.
Like, I'll play fighter Cavalier archetype.
Are we going second edition? We're going to say in second edition then, right?
Yeah, second ed.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that? A whole party of little frogs on dragonflies.
I would say that we all choose our own classes. We all get the free archetype, but it has to be Cavalier archetype.
Here's my special mount. It's a dragonfly. What is yours? Oh, dragonfly.
What's yours? Dragonfly. In yours? Another Gripply.
Yeah. At 8th, could I take the rogue archetype dedication? Even though I already
double
have
down
class? Yeah.
No, that's something we have to. Oh, there he is. We have to discuss with our DM.
Okay.
About for multi-class archetypes.
Oh, okay. So another episode of After Party Podcast goes by the wayside, and we start the mainstream.
No, Matt's not here.
I was asking an off question of just, as a rogue, could I take the rogue archetype as well and double down? I don't plan on it. I don't want to. It was just a. Could you?
No, I think it's a redundancy that they, just think you're not gonna.
Okay. Yeah, and that's totally fair.
That's a big no. But if you want to, say, take another main class for another archetype, because you are a rogue something monk.
Yes, monk.
Yeah. So technically, according to the book, you're not allowed to take another class as an archetype.
Okay. So if I wanted to multi-class again, it would have to be a non-class.
Class. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
totally cool.
Yeah. But my question is for our GM. At level 9, if we ever get there, there's a human ancestry feat, which allows you to multi-class. Would I be allowed to?
I thought that's what archetypes actually were the replacement.
I know, but no, that's what it is. You get to choose another archetype, but a class archetype.
How would you like this?
Right? I already have two.
Too many times have you guys researched something half-baked, and I went, that sounds okay. And then all the hand rubbing starts.
Pandora's box.
And then I look into it and go,
Pandora's box open several times on Jeff.
But the feat itself is multi-talented. You learn to split your focus between multiple classes with ease. You gain a second level multi-class dedication feat, even if normally you couldn't take another one, blah, blah, blah.
Right. So it's kind of.
So my question is, in the book, i.e. the rule book, it states you can only have 2 class archetypes.
So this
Like, you have
allows
your
more?
You have your because it's a feat, so it overrides, because it's only available to humans and half-elves. So I'm just doing one of those things in case if we get that high.
I'm gonna. I am on the verge of getting my head out of Star Wars and reading a bunch of Pathfinder again, and I will definitely look into it. Definitely text me that too, so it's on
Okay.
my list for the weekend. But no no ruling pending at the moment. At the moment, guys, right now, like I listened back to last episode because it was so long ago that we shot it, and I literally took notes in my car, like. Furthest down the track, Matt seeks an audience with the Queen for permission to bring people through the portal and station them on the jungle side of the Hunter's Gate with the UKJ forces that are already there. Now, this is the episode where Matt apologized for drinking heavily before he started going off. You know, and by the time you get to the episode, Ryan is as usual tired, and Matt is right in the bag, and the two of them are arguing in character. It's a beautiful, beautiful role playing thing. It's one of my favorite episodes.
Honestly,
We don't
dude,
break character.
I don't even remember it, so I was wasted.
It posted. It's actually a good episode because we talk about a bunch of things, including. I do have to edit some of the music and repost it eventually, but Spiegler's 50 gold. Stoneheart's 50 gold pieces that you guys are going to take back through the portal exchange because the Yukache believe the gold is cursed. And with a roll from Albric of only 15, that's all we knew. There's a lot more lore there that we're going to get into probably eventually one way or the other. Matt mentioned a gold statue that he has as party loot that he needs to, like, you know. And the biggest thing is... all the way back going to like 2nd edition, there is sort of a cutoff of like praying directly for 3rd level spells and below, getting easily taught 3rd level spells and below. But 4th level and up, there is some loose GM's discretion, but it is mentioned about seeking out a master, seeking out a teacher, or at least going to like a major city, like a very, very dense, huge gold piece capped capital an economic city where you can just roll up at Kmart and go, I'll take that 400 gold piece ice storm scroll, please, and just wander off, and they don't care what you do with it. I don't think you guys even bothered to find out if there was anyone powerful enough here in the jungle to teach you that. You guys decide, oh, we need to go home for a trip anyway, let's check on things. And then we've discovered some little bit of, okay, maybe I watched a lot of What If, and the multiverse thing is getting a big Marvel right now, and we got a little inspired. But there is a point in Last Adventure where I'm describing some glitches in the portal, and Matt literally states, oh, you know, let's go. It's got to be something different. And I'm like, sure, you want to push that button? Coming out the other side, do you guys remember what happened? Do you remember what you encountered?
Yeah, goblins.
Yeah.
Super goblins.
Do you
No,
remember?
goblins.
Do you remember the 6 acolytes that Muros originally found of all the like 20 odd goblins? He separated 6, and he was rolling them off the wall. And yeah,
they separated themselves. That's how Chafe works.
Oh, okay. They came forward, and there was some interested in like wooden armor and going after Theo, and like they all had their fan favorite, right? And what is this Desna stuff that you guys had always poked fun of? Desna is one of the main 3 temples in the city of Breach Hill, and you guys come back and it's almost as if some sort of religion check to Desna as opposed to a disable device check from our goblin is what disabled the tunnel. And you have these guys that are goblin monk, but all devoted to Desna. And the episode ended not only with calling Muros their like monk master, but they were calling Albric some sort of high priest of Desna. Sobering thought for Matt, who doesn't remember any.
Nope.
Nope, that's
Torting. I'm like, I don't even like. I'm like talking to Joe earlier, and I'm just like, I think I was away the last game or something. Yeah, no, just wasted.
Yes. The part of Matt Witt was played by Satan that was drinking. I'll tell you that right now. So many times.
I get sassy.
No, Aiden and Joe almost role played, and like you just stomped on them with lines. And I even got to a point where I stopped you and then begged Joe to repeat what he said. He went, "No, it's gone now."
The feeling's gone. Nope.
Oh, it's like,
sorry.
No, it's okay. Everybody has their night. I'm actually texting Spiegler right now. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
so I was
let's
looking at the first edition wiki, and that's why I was like, I don't get 4th level spells till 8th. What?
Yeah.
Nope, I do.
Now, anyway, addressing that is probably our biggest topic of the night. Is a sorcerer just naturally evolves themselves into it without a spell book, like a regular sorcerer. Okay. Now you've taken a feat that allows you a spell book, but does that cancel out your natural sorcery abilities?
No, just gives me it's just basically expands your repertoire.
Yeah.
Doesn't give me more spells, just gives or more spells per day. It just gives me more spells.
I am, and I don't want to be poo-poo for this, but I am very interested in the idea of you tracking down a master. But then again, our time spent in lore and stuff is much more valuable elsewhere when your draconic heritage, might allow you to dig deep and evolve this power, sorcery side. Not to mention save you money. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Shout out to our man Dan Versus. You guys remember him playing the gambler on Bespin in Star Wars that lost his shit, flipped a table, and pulled a gun on you? One of our fans turned compatriot. So somebody who coughed up a microphone and gave us their valuable time and actually became a part of one of the shows that they love. And I always love cameos from fans and players and other podcasters that give us their valuable time, because collaboration is actually way harder than you'd think. I've got people I'd love to collaborate with and that would love to join us, but they just do not have the time. So I'm looking back at all the collaborations I've wrangled from, I think we're up to like 10 people now, podcasters and fans, and it's like, well, that's a lot. Like that's something special. Speaking of which, here comes our latest cameo and collaborator, playing your, 5 minute, your survival. We had a ranger. She left the party. Now we have our survivalist dwarf. Mr. Matt Spiegler's in the house.
Hey, Matt.
Ryan Messsina playing Muros, Anvilbender. Aiden Willems playing Lobrak, the soon-to-be changed. Like, we also hinted at some of the things he's up to, because we are going to get through our 1 week / 4 week downtime, and you guys, some of you are retraining, right? Some of you guys are, changing some finances around. You know what I'm saying? Now, something you probably should never do live, but I like the idea of doing things. I'm on Steam right now, and there's like what is Steam? What has Steam got for us today? And it's like, I bet these guys would love the
Magic.
I don't know if Steam got that book yet.
Can we have a deck of many things?
I'm just saying, Secrets of Magic for, I don't know, maybe summoner class. And
yeah, but is it available? See, Fantasy Grounds, just because the book's dropped, right?
Well, the book's been dropped for a long time.
Yeah, but I don't see it.
What are you waiting for?
I don't see it.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
So my next archetype, I chose Rune Lord Dedication. I gained 10,000 followers that are Iron Golems.
Yeah, but unfortunately they're frozen in time 50,000 years ago. You got to build that portal, dude. Read the fine print.
God damn it! Oh, I built the portal at level 6. And we're okay.
He leaves for a month for a Rune Lord Dedication, comes back with an army of 10,000 golems. But I haven't changed. I won't let the money change me, guys.
It's the golems. You get one golem, you're like, I'm doing good. All of a sudden you get 1,000, you're like,
So, I guess the big question tonight is, do we stay or do we go? You guys have tripped the multiverse and are in a Elven portal ring. It's not yours.
Yeah. I would say the first instinct upon seeing the Ginyu Force stylized goblins all striking poses, it will be a slow, oh, that's good. That's very good for you. That's good. Alberic, we need to go. We need to walk backwards. Remember, we promised to walk backwards more than forwards.
This is Miro showing fear. It's like, what's going on?
And step one, remember, we practice walking backwards. It's the secret. 1 step back, 2 step backs, much better than 1. 3 steps back, not small, so much better than 1. All the way to the point till we're, the portal's right behind. And 5 steps, remember!
No, sorry, don't let my laughter stop you. This is like the awesome, like Scooby-Doo, like where they just walk backwards and they stalling. They're talking and stalling, and then they just turn and run.
Yeah. And remember, be proud to inspire the you of tomorrow. Backflip out.
Okay. Elbrick. Miros bails. He only backflips when he's afraid.
I'll follow suit.
Backflip.
Okay. All right.
Well,
So
I won't backflip. I'll front flip,
Okay.
just to be different.
Okay, so you guys run back through the portal, forgetting the goblin who has an awesome monk training montage without you, and finally emerges a week later, all buff, 1 head taller and all completely shredded. And Miros is like, oh, actually, Miros would probably just take credit.
Take credit? No.
You were. I don't know. Were you all that throwing him around the bushes? I took that as training. Were you starting to train our little low bracket monk dedication?
No, Miros would never try to detract from somebody else's gains. He would be impressed and feel that he's trying to challenge him, so Miros would train even harder, seeing someone train harder around him and get gains.
Okay.
So see if Lolbert's like a little more, it's like, hey, you look a little less gainy than you did last time I saw you, and give just a friendly hiya into the bush. And just like he's always timing how long it takes him to run back. Like, that's fast. That's fast, Lolbrick. All right,
A little bit quicker on my feet.
hey, give me a toss. Come on, let's do it. And in the mountain stance.
I thought you gave that up.
No.
I thought you traded mountain stance for something.
Well, no, we've talked many a things, but mountain stance
Stays.
no.
Okay.
Yes. It was the crushing grip that got changed to stunning blow.
Yeah. That's right. I think I was poo-pooing it because it was like your trick. It was your one-trick pony. For you to give that up now, it's just.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing you get at level 1 is your one-trick pony. So, based on that, we move forward and stunning blow and took mountain stance and come on, Loblet, give us a toss.
All right.
Give us a focus. He's all fuzzy. Focus, young one. Focus. But
23 versus reflex.
I help him
fortitude. Fortitude. It's wrestling. If you're gonna grab and throw against his will, it's a fortitude. It's athletics versus fortitude.
Well, I have a whirling throw. So for me, I am trying to help. I'm letting him borrow my feet.
Oh, okay. So basically, all right.
Yeah.
So Lobrak athletics expertly trained with a plus 14 is 23. Oh, that's a solid lift, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a solid. Yeah.
Or else lets it happen.
Yes. He flips backward to the one knee and the head down, and the hand out forward, splayed with Spider-Man fingers on the ground, and slowly lifts his head and says, "I let that happen."
No. He helps him so he can projectile up into a tree. Whoever said it was perpendicular with the ground?
Some random Gripply pops up and goes, "Fine, I'll leave then. Not you again." And
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I treading on your territory? Mister, I must stick to anything I get close to.
Yeah, you imagine, like, you remember those there was a puppet, and it had Velcro hands and feet, and it would wrap around your neck like a hug, and wrap around your waist with its leg like a monkey hug, and then you'd put your arm up as a kid's toy, right? And you have like a gripply that's like stuck to you sideways like a kid, and you're trying to just pull it off, and
Yeah.
got the sticky fingers. So we do owe you and Matt some time at the market in Breach Hill, but getting back to like the proverbial week is past, right? I believe our cousin here, God, your name.
That's me.
Yeah, your name eludes me. Hang on.
Steppin'.
No, I got it. Don't worry. Don't tell me. Oakart.
I'll never
Cousin
learn if you
Oakart.
tell me.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to. Yeah, I'm looking it up.
A heart of oak.
Cousin Oakart was pining away for heavy crossbow, and
Yeah, I got one.
And you got one. But were you interested in trying to craft it into that sort of hammerhead?
I don't have crafting or anything like that. I'd have to go to like an artificer or somebody.
Okay. Well,
So I was gonna
you
like
got cousins
that's very play.
like Muros, or are you just stonework guy?
Yeah, no, I'm still in the village with the elves who I don't know if they have any.
Yeah, well, skipping ahead.
Inventors.
Oh, yeah. I guess.
Not much stonework in an elven village, I've noticed.
No, he's
You
talking
want
about
some?
metalworking. Instead of a bayonet on a heavy crossbow, we're talking about like putting a hammer that he could swing the whole thing like a battle hammer.
Or imagine like it looks like a maul, but then I press a button and like two bows come like flinging out the sides, so it turns into a crossbow kind of.
Well, if you take a maul and turn it a crossbow, you're going to get like a hand crossbow, maybe a light if you're lucky. If you take a heavy crossbow, you're not going to get a maul. You're going to get, unless the whole thing is enlarged. Joe, is there rules on carrying oversized weapons in this, or feats to back them up? Remember the whole Titan Mauler thing?
Nope. Not that I know of off the top of my head. Just also for like old edition, oversized weapons did more damage.
Yes.
Second ed doesn't apply. I do believe the bulk just increases, I think.
Yeah, I think when it goes to oversized using it large, it just adds a flat damage modifier for being a larger size.
Not anymore. Because like the giant berserker carries a oversized weapon that doesn't deal extra damage. Just it's extra weight, extra bulk.
But doesn't it increase the bottom end? From like you're talking about the enlarge tree, right?
Yeah, even if like the large spell
Yeah.
doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah,
It used
it
to.
gives you a flat damage boost.
So,
Yeah, I figure like I was picturing like me holding the maul, and then I could like bring it down to my waist with like, the head of the maul, pointed out towards like in front of me, and then I would click a button and the springs would like pop out, and it would turn into a crossbow.
sounds cool.
The haft would have to be huge. Like, it still has to function as a maul, and you got to get your two hands around a haft.
That'd be kind of cool. Just think like any of the kids' modern tools
Yeah.
toys nowadays, where you press a button and something just kind of flips around to the backside.
Yeah, like it's they're built into the half with like some sort of spring mechanisms that like
Have you ever
no.
played League of Legends, Spiegler?
yeah, like Jason's hammer. Yeah, yo.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're all like,
I've been watching Arcane. Does that count? He's got it.
That does. Yeah, Jace, that hammer that Jace makes is exactly what I'm thinking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, that just shoots like lightning, though. It's not a.
Yeah, but no, like imagine that, but as a crossbow instead of a magic thing.
Okay,
actually,
I'll have my
That's
people look into it.
Yeah,
Joe.
yeah.
Joe.
person. That's called person. Unless that's Joe, or you identify as people?
Yeah, people.
Okay, that's
I am
it all
plural. I am plural.
then. Fair enough.
I'd like
fair
everyone to
enough.
know I am a bus.
I am an Apache helicopter.
Yeah.
Lawyer.
Anyway, before I threaten to burn off your pronouns again. Again, Matt would not let that go. He was talking about Lobrax pronouns and they were tingling in the portal. I'm like, dude, give it up.
So yeah, what were you doing, Niles?
That I can't remember because it's been so long since we were doing this.
Probably drinking then.
Well, probably, but no. Mr. GM,
Yes.
I would like to, since there we go. I remember now. Everybody was giving me pretty much the stink eye because I am human comparatively to everybody else.
They are suspicious against humans, yes.
Yeah,
so when left alone, it's like kind of like
nobody likes me.
Yeah.
So I would like to try to change that.
Okay.
But the thing is, my desktop is still updating, so I cannot run fantasy grounds right now.
Yeah, it's
so
just real,
so
man.
if somebody can roll for me.
Yeah,
I'm just booting up myself.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, so I'm actually going to use some diplomacy.
Oh.
Okay.
Use a skill.
Who's
Okay.
the half elf lady that is our like?
That has the
interpreter?
the tree
Yes.
arm.
Yeah. What's the key to making a group of people like you? Making their leader like you.
Yeah.
Hmm?
But since I do not speak Mwangi tree, yeah.
Druidic.
Elven.
If only we had a
Elvish.
friend.
Classic
Since-
Elvish.
Yeah, since I don't speak tree.
Well, you know the guy that offended her is gone for a week. So yeah, you got to even Niles Albright.
Yeah.
Renaissance man. He says right
Of
here.
alcohol.
He wrote right across top here. Renaissance man. Diplomacy.
Yeah, make an impression.
Plus 12. Ooh. Okay. So let's talk about the making impression roll and the possible success you would garner with a 27.
Cool.
Nice roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so with at least 1 minute of conversation,
Let's have
during
it.
which you engage
Let's
in
have
a...
it.
Let me finish reading the rules.
Reading the
Let me
rules
finish
to
reading
her
the
does not count as that minute.
Yeah, it does.
And this is why you should like me, baby. That's it right here. It says right there on page 4. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
So yeah, with at least a minute of conversation during which you engage in a charismatic overtures, flattery, and other acts of goodwill, you seek to make a good impression on someone to make them temporarily agreeable. At the end of conversation, attempt a diplomacy check with a will DC of 1 target, modified by any circumstances the DM sees fit.
Okay.
Good impressions, good or bad, critical failure, blah blah blah. So critical success is improve 2 steps.
Okay.
The attitude.
Her job, as stated before, Nikita's job is to bridge the gap between cultures. However, to do her job, she does not have to like you. So, forgetting about Miros' insults, I will give you her willpower plus a base DC 10. That's how you get it, right? Okay. Which is 22. So, with a 27, you beat it by 5.
So a success. So it
Yeah,
improves
yeah.
by 1 step. Yay.
Yes. Now,
So friendly to...
oh, there's not just only like as you guys, as I had mentioned before, as you guys influence certain personnel, certain benefits pop up, and as you influence the elves as whole, influence points start accumulating, and then seriously cool benefits. And since you guys actually have a not just save them from their own jungle, but long-term distribution gate. Not to mention we got ingredients, raw ingredients going to come through the portal from the Gripply, hopefully, and type of thing. Then really digging in and making these elves your best buddies, is definitely in everyone's best interest.
Hooray for me.
Yes, she's helpful, but it says even
I
in the
was
short
also
term.
thinking that because the expanse is so far away from where we are, maybe we should also look into like spices and stuff like that, and
Or actual trade type.
to bring them back to Breach Hill.
We got the Gripply mushrooms, right? Expert mushroom.
Yeah, but
brewers.
that's for brewing.
Oh, spices is for something
Well,
else.
let me blow your mind. Okay, we've invented the Star Trek teleporter, but we're only going to move dairy and dairy products for dairy farmers. You guys are like, this is for our brewery. Only our brewery. And ingredients for our brewery is like, you could own the world. Well, at least,
Yeah.
you know.
Who won the world? That's no.
We're gonna own the world with booze.
use.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I would like also on my downtime, I need to seek an item, maybe 2. And
Okay.
maybe they have these 2 items here. The one item is a magical item, but it is a level 2 item. They might have it here, and the other one is a level 4 item.
Okay.
So the level 2 item is, I think everybody could agree with, we should have this, is the Bottomless Stein.
Yes. Yes.
Can't you just steal your priestesses back at the time? Like, I wonder if
I could, but yeah.
the breach hill might actually have better resources. Now I am listening, and I'm like spanning through the module like hell, because you know how they have the city stat blocks that they keep separate. I'm trying to find it because it will have the city's alignment, its corruption levels, like all that stuff that I'm trying to find really quick.
Yep. That's why I'm giving you numbers. Yes, I'm aware of this.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, if they don't have it, that's fine. But the second item, they might have.
I don't see like why not this could be open knowledge. So if you guys want to look for it online, Breach Hill versus Akriel's, like city stat blocks. Because I don't think there's going to be any big secret. Like it talks about, I guess it's a bit of a behind the curtain look. It'll list their most powerful people, and you get their kind of their stats. So it's a bit meta, but you'll also get what I'm interested in is, like I said, the forefront of, here's what the city or culture can produce in the way of, this, that, and the other. Because they're really thinking you're gonna learn or lean on Breach Hill through the portal than places you go. Now there are some places we will eventually go through these portals that are like huge populated cities, and you guys are just gonna be like rolling around going, yes, we've arrived. Like, you guys get to a major city in Galorian, and it's like, yes, I will take 2 Vit Damphirs and a side of cosplay made with a dapple of dragon sauce, and and you're just like, living the life.
Flying balloons everywhere and hustle and bustle.
Yeah. But the second item makes a little bit more sense for the location that we're in.
What was the second item? I'm still on Stein.
I know.
Drum roll, please.
Yeah, the second item is the woven wood. Woven. A woven wood shield. Wow, that fucking had a hard time coming.
I thought you said I want a worldly woman. I need a worldly woman. Well, I guess that should come in handy. Sorry.
Wow, that one did not come out.
Know my pain. Well, a wooden woven shield.
Oh, pretty much.
It just rolls off the tongue. I don't know what your problem.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a magical reinforced wooden shield that is made by skilled mages or artisans who developed unique skills for reinforcing the wood collected from their natural forests. Because I need to upgrade my shield.
Okay.
So.
Now,
because I plan on using it in our near combat.
Do you guys remember the +1 striking cold iron weapons she gave you? Check your sheets. It might not be on may not be on step-ins. This is like back with pepper eating and partying and dancing and all that stuff. Because you guys had managed to get her to helpful before, and like again, it's kind of late for meta, but it's just like I really like how this is put together. Like, use this opportunity to give each PC a notable permanent magical item that would particularly suit a character, because she has small selection of additional items to give the PCs magical treasures should the specific use come up. 1 item for the party if she's indifferent, 2 if friendly, and 1 per PC if helpful. And I'm pretty sure I gave out at least 1, if not more, +1 cold striking iron weapons.
You either gave those out or item equivalent of such.
I'm pretty much a stickler for like, here is the, here's what they have on hand. Remember Messsina, and he went and bought his own hand wraps, and then, oh my God, there's some in the boat, and I was so happy for him.
I know. Jeff was so happy, and the joy was there.
Yeah, but now you have 2. You could sell your old ones at 50%.
Or I can put them on my feet.
Or you could give them to the monkey goblin.
Yeah, that's true.
Monk in training, yeah.
You gotta earn your lightsaber in Katana, little one.
I already have.
He put them on his feet. If you could take them from the master, they're yours, right?
Yeah.
If you could beat me up and just take them
I
from
was
me.
really sleeping at
If you, can
5.
if you can steal my shoes, you can get the wraps.
Yeah. He meant in combat. He just wakes up one morning, pants gone.
Shoes are gone.
wraps are- Damn it. Well, yeah, I did say.
Well, I said what I said.
Yeah.
I
You'll
forgot.
know be-
He's
you'll know
rogue
better.
first.
You'll know better for the next
I
time.
didn't think this one through entirely. Wise I am, but sometimes I acknowledge the forest, but not the tree that's different.
Exactly. So, but again, left alone, Niles is suffering the stink eye, and he wants to just make sure the one-on-one. Now, when you say making an impression, as per the rules, did it say that? Did it give a timeline? It's not permanent. It's just until. This is something that like lasts days, or depending on, you know what I mean. You change somebody's life. That's why I wanted your 1-minute speech.
Yeah, well,
You know, if you walk up and look at her prosthetic limb and go, "Nice wood," I would lie higher be on the 27 than on the roleplay, but you'll end up like Miros in the doghouse.
yeah, that I don't.
So what would Niles say, a cleric who is now an honorary dwarf and trying to grow out the beard to fit into his party adventuring, which is his chance to get away from the little town, which he stumbled into as fate would have it. What would you say to a foreign half-elf bard who is sort of like an envoy or diplomat to better your personal relationship so that you can better the party's relationship? I'm just curious what kind of opener would Niles
Type of
go?
opener? Let's have a drink. Let's talk.
You know, that actually works for you. I kind of walk right into that one. All right. It really kind of works for him, doesn't it? All right. So if we can get Matt back in his chair, enough stalling. We need to cover the week away. You know, they back away through. Miros gets you guys out of the portal. Lobrak, do you go with the dwarves, or do you stay to explore this crazy new world with a whole bunch of jacked up brothers that might actually give you what you need faster, sooner, quicker? No pressure, but if you do stay, you get free training without taking up Miros' time. And Miros can do other things. But then you're all mine. If you go with them, then no problem. You know,
I'll go with them.
okay.
As much as Lobrak has ideas of world domination backed by an army of jacked goblins,
Well, that
the
at least you
portal is
know
always there.
Yeah.
Just for another day.
you got to take note about, because you can also manipulate this portal with your disabled device. So you know, maybe that's just a world domination shelf, you know, plan for later, right?
Exactly.
Raistlin Majira used his own brother and his own friends to climb the wizard ladder, and then when he had no more use for them, it was see ya. Anyway, and he went on to be a very powerful wizard, by the way. So, Albric Stonechucker, Miros Anvilbender, and 2, 3, 4. Oh, there he is. First the pants, then the goblin. Lobrak, return into the tunnel, go back through the portal, and you're back on the Hunter's Gate, and they're looking at you because it seemed to happen in real time. The hunters by the Hunter's Gate are looking at you like you just left. You guys were like gone for an hour, but that was mostly because Elbrick insisted on like drawing the runes of the butterfly nuke shadow perfectly.
Yeah. Several iterations later.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, we seem to have dialed the wrong number.
Yeah, but you're back, or are you? Like, you leave the Jack Goblin world, the Desna world, we'll call it, okay, or verse, come back right over the Desna shadow, go out to the jungle side, and you see, you know, Ed, Phil, Bob, okay. But, you know, and they're not doing the initial, you know, bows out, who are you? They're just looking at you like, what are you doing? So perhaps you're in the real world, you know?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm going to make that assumption.
All right. Now, Oakhart stayed here to trade with the elves, but honestly, these transactions could take an hour. So if you want to seek craftsmen, you know, it's totally possible that Oakhart could pop up going, I'm just going to come with you. And while you guys are doing breach shelf stuff, he can, you know, track down some stuff. You know what I mean? Did you want to tag along there, cousin, or are you just going to send with the bank and hang out here?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking, like, if I was at the Elven village when they went through the portal and I was grabbing a crossbow, I would probably go over to the portal to wait for them when they got back.
Okay. I gotta
So,
say,
yeah.
I'm loving the sheep coat that you got on. It does sell Oakenheart. Yeah, you got this kind of, some kind of like New Zealand dwarf slash, you know, rugged man. No, it looks good. It looks good. It's
Right
selling the
on.
character, yeah.
Um,
And he's cold there, obviously, in his studio room. It's like he's wearing a full-on, like even the sleeves. Like, is that sheepskin? Like, what is that? Wool? What?
it's a robe.
It's like a bathrobe.
Yeah.
Like you look like you.
Cozy is what it is.
It looks
That's all
like
you need to know about it.
You look like he murdered one of Sean the Sheep's friends. Like Wallace and Gromit are looking for you. They want their anime friend back.
Shame on the sheep for being so damn comfortable.
It's really, really comfortable.
Comfy.
So
All
yeah, I see them stumble out of the portal. I'm like, what do you mean you dialed the wrong number, cousin?
Oh, they're not right. You're in the city.
No,
You're-
like I said, I finished trading and stuff, and then I was like, all right,
okay.
I'm gonna go wait at the portal for these guys. So I went there,
Okay.
and they
So
fell back out.
they leave the city an hour or so, and you decide after doing all that stuff to follow them. You're like an hour away from the portal. They go through and come back,
Yeah.
kind of as you arrive. So.
Yeah,
Like you're literally just showing up when these guys come stumbling back, and they're all wild-eyed and looking around, like you know, Muro's like
Except for-
tasting the dirt and giving Albrecht the 2 thumbs up, like he's pretty sure or something. So you were saying, sorry?
hi cousins, what's going on?
Not quite sure. Shall we try this again?
Oh, did you sure you didn't do something?
Who just walks up and does, you know how like back in the day you used to smack the side of the TV?
What against Muros, who like recrafted the portal and screwed it up, or the actual portal?
On the portal.
Oh, okay. not to mention Oakhart. These guys walk out. We're fine, but they walk all the way around you, looking you up and down to make sure you're you before they go back over. Like, you know what I mean? They just kind of, we're fine.
There's a bit of face patting and a bit of beard tugging.
Yeah.
that happens.
Hi,
Oh,
it's
wow.
me.
Oh,
What do you-
wow. That's
It's
fine
only been
dinner.
an hour. I haven't.
Yeah,
A little
dinner
bit of-
first. What the hell?
A little bit of pushing, and then like a flask is produced. Take a draught.
All right.
Take
Well,
it.
I came because I'm gonna come back with you guys, but I guess
Yeah, but dude, take the
I
draft
thought I was
first.
gonna be telling you
You're
that
not
later.
thirsty, cousin. Take the draft.
aye. Oh, that's the stuff.
Hey, okay. All's well and good as all.
So say Muros. Let it be written. Let it be done.
Yeah. Albrecht, yeah, sure, it's gonna work.
What better, cousin?
Oh,
Hold me personally responsible for it.
What do you mean we're responsible for it? You're the one wiggling your fingers.
Aye,
back.
I'm
Go
wiggling
back.
my fingers.
Lobrak, now's your chance. Push him through.
You got it. That is a 25 to shove.
And again, a very good lift. Wook. Yuck.
So
Yeah,
proud.
he's applauding you as he goes flying backwards, like, "Oh, that was good. I'm so proud of my disciple."
Into the portal.
That's
Good
funny.
farm! More of the knees!
Oh yeah, he's still giving him shit for
Bad form!
about technique, right?
Just because you're lower to the ground doesn't mean you don't need to get lower to the ground.
What?
What?
Exactly!
He's so wise.
So wise. He's
So
so hit.
to Breach Hill, or to the portal room, I guess, close to Breach Hill.
yeah.
Back to Citadel All Terrain.
Yeah.
Dun,
How long
dun,
have we been
dun.
gone for? It's been a while. Like a month?
Oh yeah. We're talking like 4 to 7 weeks. I got to look it up. I got my notes here, but yeah, it's been a while. But the thing is, there's a lot of cleaning and packing that you can get Theon and the goblins to do, but without capital to hire artisans or just to get buy materials, actual repairs and stuff, really haven't gotten very far. Luckily, you guys have a lot to clean out. So I'm curious if they manage to forgive me for not stopping everything and looking every little last job up.
Yeah, I imagine the bulk of the work would just be cleaning up in general.
Well, there's
a lot of debris to remove.
but it's like days and weeks, and you guys have been, but do you guys want to have them tackle that stairwell, the direct line to the portal?
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, that's all part of the debris.
And what do you want to do about the wide open bandit back door that anything or anyone could come wandering in?
Put up a stone wall to temporarily serve its purpose until we can do something in
Well, you
Seal
could-
up that hole
you
where
could-
the back was all
until
crumbled.
Morosa started teaching the guys how to do stonemasonry. That's his family's trade. And he
Oh,
has
you've
the
been
craft
gone.
skills.
You've been gone.
Well, no. But before then, we left. There was some base level done stuff. How to throw stones.
Yeah,
in.
we did do around a downtime.
Yeah, but not very long. You guys weren't we're not talking 4 months.
But enough to get a ball rolling.
I remember the argument of just there's rounding up construction workers, and then there's just getting a bunch of students off a bus that are all
we're not coming back to Camelot.
We're
not coming back to Camelot in the heyday. We're coming back to
No,
Camelot
but,
when it was still
but they'll
inside
have the
the
mess
mountain.
cleaned up. The debris
an
will
idea.
be cleaned up.
No, I'm talking about the original argument where he thought he could just spend 3 days and teach a pack of goblins, dwarvens, craftsmen.
No.
It's like there was no friggin' way, dude. But so
No.
but there's there's lots of cleaning to be done. Anyway, basic repair activities, okay? Cleaning, continuing manipulate. You spend the day cleaning, hauling out broken furniture, blah, 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 okay? Citadel Alderaan requires 8 days of cleaning before any other basic activities can begin. So there's week 1, right? Yeah. Clean the courtyard, 6 days. And with a DC 15 crafting check. Now, you've got Theon on site.
Yep.
So I'm not worried too much about those, right?
Hey, Lobrak, do you always have to clean with no pants, man?
No, he's been with you. We're talking about the time you guys spent in the jungle is the time the goblins and Frank's character.
Oh,
but, yeah.
okay. I thought we were cleaning as soon as we get back.
Well, you can.
Also, you assume Lobrak's cleaning.
Then they talk about making general repairs, and you need someone and it says it talks about the skill crafting trained or hire stonemason, organized workers just to clear the courtyard. Cleaning is something anyone can do. So you guys have a week in, and then they suddenly we need help. So if we dig up Frank's character and we're like, all right, let's look at Theon, because there's crafting stone and there's actually having stonemason. You guys may have to break down, and Theon might kind of go, oh, I'm so glad you're here. I need X amount of silver because,
Yep.
which
is fine.
Yeah. He does have the crafting skill trained, but that's it.
We have funds.
He's got Guild Lord. Yeah, now, but before, right? So anyway, cleaning out the courtyard itself. You need crafting trained. Okay, so that's Frank or hired stonemason and organized workers. So 2 weeks of work. Cleaning the courtyard itself can be handled by Theon. Making general repairs also can be hired by Theon, crafting trained or specialty crafting like woodworker, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, so far he's been pretty good. That's another 14 days. So there's 2. Okay, so these guys have, in just over a month, have cleaned out the place, all the broken crap. Every time you went to a room, there was, collapsed furniture and everything, right? They've cleared the courtyard, so there's that giant wall that had collapsed on top of the stairs. They haven't cleared the stairwell. They haven't cleared the stairwell, but they've cleaned all that up, right? Because all kinds of broken stuff.
Well, there was an upper level of stairs that had collapsed, right?
Yeah, on top of the lower.
They'd have to get rid of all that debris before they could start digging.
Right. making general repairs. This makes general repairs to the Citadel's furnishers, or replacing fixed furniture, rotted floorboards, rehanging doors so that we all have doors. Like, so that would be the next step, is so that we get shelter, right? Still great big bloody holes in the wall. Yep. But, you know, all those rusted portcullises and everything. Okay, so that's a month. Now we talk about rebuilding battlements, which would take a whole month in itself. Rebuilding the collapsed stairs, if you wanted to rebuild it, right? Repair any crumbling walls. And the time concern everywhere, it's anywhere from 4 days to a whole month per project. Then you want to, like, do we want to build an actual training facility? Do we want to build an infirmary? Because the golems like to hurt themselves. Do we want to build a library? Do we actually want to build a workshop for crafting so that someone like Oakenheart can go, I'm going to invent the next crossbow. It's a hammer. Spoiler. You know. Upgrading the defenses, you know, another 40 a week, right? However, the town is filled with artisans, as long as you don't mind people like, now, everyone knows you've gone to this castle. I don't think anyone cares that you are like civilized people that are willing to trade and put money back into this town. Own it. So if you guys keep that stairwell sealed and just worry about the back door, you could pretty much spend, 3 to 6 months getting it built up, and just, you guys work that way. We're going out to bandit camp and defend it from there. So my question now is, because as soon as you open that hole, there's some smart people in this town would be kind of like, what the hell is this? And they would find the portal ring, right?
What are the requirements to open the hole? Because we can block it off so that they don't have access to it easy enough.
What about dwarven secret passages?
Goblin guards, you know what I mean? Like,
no, you just say that the project of the inner stairwell that collapsed, besides cleaning it up, rebuilding those stairs, and any stairs going to the basement, right? You could tell tell the goblins, guys, we were down there. It's a mess. We'll leave that for now. Help us build your home up here. And, when you hire a guy, here's the job site. Why are you digging a latrine? Get out of there. This is your work today. And Theon, who's one of you, can keep them on task. So no one's going to even if they spent an entire day digging a hole in the stairwell, they'll never get down to the you know what I mean? So you're good. But, okay, so now, thinking of your new home as a completely different area than wandering a couple days in the wrong direction to a bandit camp, going into a cave and wandering 10 miles down a tunnel to get to a portal ring, which geographically is hiding under that castle. What are you guys doing about the tunnel? What are you guys doing to defend when you're gone? Because your guy, Theon, is on site, saving you a fortune so far in costs of labor and people. But
flood the tunnel of demons.
Sure, where are you gonna get
them? On it.
Thank you, Albert.
I was gonna say collapsing the tunnel, at the entrance.
Then we don't have access. We'll collapse it after the fact, or brick up the back of that,
or set it up trigger to blow up and use it as maybe an emergency
because you haven't cleared the stairs yet. You don't have access.
Correct.
No,
it's the only point of access.
Post some goblin guards on it.
We'll let the goblins
illusory wall. Illusionary wall.
Oh,
okay.
Yep. Several options and good ideas have been thrust for us.
And what do we decide upon? Because so far, that's been dead open. You guys have been gone a month. So let's see if anything's shown up. Because you guys haven't any defenses so far.
Did we not leave that spider creature alive in there?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so?
And it's our,
and its
bud?
treasure, yeah. And yeah.
It was you leave me alone, I'll leave it alone. And sure, but if it gets hungry, it's not going to come running out and jump on every person, every bandit, every whatever. It acted like a smart creature, should I leave a pack of 10-something alone? You know what I mean? A little band of goblins, a wandering couple bugbears, orcs coming back, those half-orc mercenaries. Just a bear itself could come. Remember that bear you guys drove off that you could not defeat?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
So as we move forward through the tunnel, what do we see?
Endless tunnel.
Miles of it.
Yeah, mile.
But what are we going to do about it? Well, that's a very good question. Do we post some goblin guards? Do we, call in on some of our brethren that are, at the brewery to start a guard post? Like, I don't know.
What about starting a new hall?
What has the best results, least amount of risk, and least cost? Because you'd say goblins do this. If they get bored and wander and discover and just start talking, oh, guys, this, like, word gets around, right? Who do you trust with your biggest secret?
Saying a brewing hall is a solid idea, and we built it around Estelle's ring. We're dwarves. We dig in the earth. We make caves.
Who do you trust with guarding the entrance to your biggest find, your greatest treasure?
Our cousins.
Right. So do you guys want to make the trip back to the brewery and say, guys,
yes.
halt all like you've got a paladin, a druid, and an alchemist that are trying to get you're still up and running. And it might be like, guys,
we got to prioritize this for now.
Yeah, you could move they could move all the equipment to the caves.
Also, drop off the samples of the Mawagi mushrooms with our brewmaster, and
let's consolidate a bit.
I feel like I'm playing this game for you. Like, you guys have remember where the necromancer was set up? There's like 6 caves at the entrance. All the room you'd need for your boys to set up the brewery in there.
Well, that's true. Ooh, and that's so much more dwarven.
Yeah,
doing it in caves. That's actually a really good idea.
Because if they get caught, what are you doing?
Exterior storefront compound.
Yeah, like even if they get caught, they look like moonshiners.
Ooh,
what are you doing?
That's good.
Oh, you're welcome. But now I've sort of betrayed all DMs everywhere by telling you what you should do.
No, we were talking about this already.
No, I'm sorry. Give me all your hero points. I'm sorry. A price must be paid.
I do believe I heard Ryan mention it. That was one of his. He said, like, let's move the brewery into the cave.
I heard flood with demons.
So no.
That was the first thing.
Matthew was saying,
not flood with cousins.
In that case, he was saying the person who had the idea gets all the points.
Ryan definitely said move the brew hall there.
All the points to Morals. You're going to see some amazing shit, guys, tonight.
That is a good idea. I never even thought of that. So,
Miras, sometimes you speak out yes, but sometimes you've got golden nuggets.
Remember,
a
broken watch is right twice a day.
I will be listening back to this episode, like, probably tonight when we're done gaming.
And then you'll be like, damn, he did say move the brew hall there.
If he does, I will make sure you all start next week in 2 weeks with 2 hero points each. If not, I'm taking them away from you. And would somebody please start using these freaking cards? They're so gorgeous. They do so many things for you, but no, not even. I can't even get Spiegler and his rookies on Monday night to use these damn things. So cool. How many abilities? Okay, so, out of the jungle and down, the long tunnel, which is. Well, it's long. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I would walk through miles of tunnel, and I would walk through miles of stone.
I gotta say, for every area, there's a chance of an encounter, despite the time lapse.
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah. The tunnel is bare.
A little bit of bats.
The floor...
Attack the
darkness. Something that actually is a threat. Oh, you guys are so freaking lucky. Look at this.
Take this, Fog of War.
God. I don't think I've ever rolled these percentage dice. Like, these are the Age of Ashes dice. I don't really roll because I'm usually using the fantasy grounds, but
they feel weird.
You're not even sure the spider girl's there. Like, hello, it comes out very timidly.
Oh, super wide.
So are you going to try and explain things? Here's some diplomacy for Joe. Explain things to a spider creature that the boys are moving in. We're turning your cave into a frat house.
She's in the jungle, Joe.
No, not Renale. I'm talking about that actual spider creature that was like,
that
kill
thing.
I.
Our official brewery mascot, Jeff? Duh.
You guys are like, here, you just give it a bowl of alcohol and just send it buggy.
Incredibly bowl of alcohol, keep it fed so it doesn't eat the boys.
Yeah, but it's like, it's addictive, so now you're its dealer, right?
Come on, man.
Oh, you like it, do you?
No, not the alcohol.
Well, the first one was free.
Who said lay down a sample of mushrooms? Was that Lowbrack? Or was that...
that was not Lowbrack.
Somebody said, we'll put down a sample of mushrooms. You don't remember?
Me.
Okay, it just starts nibbling on that, and it's just like party, because that's a Gripply mushroom.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah, it's walking on the ground, and it thinks it's on the ceiling. It just turns its head upside down. It's just all.
In reality, it's in the corner with its paws facing upwards, going, I think it's dying.
Turns itself
Yeah,
on
it's
its
definitely
belly.
dying.
Turns itself on its belly and then puts its legs backwards and pushes itself up upside down crab crawl and just starts walking around giggling.
Should we put it out of its misery? Let's take a vote.
No. It is going to be our brewery mascot.
Oh, it's wretched though.
It's not wretched.
You can make
It's a cute
anything
little
look.
spider.
Yeah, you get an artist to make it look cute. Slap it on your label.
No.
Haven't you seen So What I'm a Spider?
No.
I actually like that anime. That was
I
good.
love that anime.
Oh, Toast Inspire is awesome.
Yeah.
As hell.
Took
Yes.
some getting into, but it's like we stuck with it.
That's
and we
our
were,
mascot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if it's that character, yeah, but this is not that.
Constantly
Yes,
talks
it-
to
yes,
itself.
it is.
This thing
Canon now.
constantly talks to itself too, like it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
If Jeff is willing to admit that's canon, yes, but nonetheless otherwise, no.
I don't
Right.
think we should kill it. I really don't.
really wanna
it's
kill
right there
it.
listed. You guys like remember how I rolled for every
really
room?
wanna
So
kill
you're
it.
at the entrance of the bandit camp, like it's in the next room, and you're like, then you guys stop and start talking about it's a mascot.
No. This
It's
is
dead
interior.
meat.
This
It's
is
a-
not exterior.
Oh, okay.
This is Ryan. This is not Merle.
This is the player.
Let's be
That's true. I
distinctional.
haven't heard any Scotch accents. All right.
This is in the meta.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay. In the metaverse.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah, I don't think we should kill it. I vote nay to the killing. You're supposed to be a druid, bro.
No, just that is an
Are there
aberration.
dark side points in
That's
Pathfinder?
no. That's an aberration. If I'm a druid, I should kill this thing.
Oh, I think the classic GM response is, "What's your alignment?" I've never asked you guys that once. It's like you do nice things, let no good deed be unpunished. You do evil shit, the pitchforks rise. I mean, it's cause and effect in my world. No one cares. You got a big LG, You walk around going, "I'm a champion." As a matter of fact, I'm a liberator, and they're like, "Oh, we were kind of hoping for a paladin, maybe even a redeemer, but a liberator." You guys are so wishy-washy. Oh, the guy goes away sulking. So, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. So nothing done the case. So yeah, I vote nay to kill. And
Okay.
as for negotiating, can you pop up that cave map? What map? I just want to see the layout to see where it is, because we might be able to leave it there, and that's the extra line of defense on the in the back.
Yeah. That's the Calvary. I found the secret passage.
oh, hang on, no, sorry, that's the actual portal ring.
Yeah, that's so Harry Potter.
It
Yeah,
is
we have
very-
that. We have this room that if you'll die if you go into.
There we
Students,
go.
don't go in there.
Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
see. It's right there. It's right near the entrance too.
Yeah, like you guys actually have a dwelling, a bunch of scaffolding way up high that's defensible, right? Which you put people at, and then you can have the boys. You got 3 caves, not 6. 3 caves, all connected in a triangle. They're all kidney shaped, but you see the tunnels that connect all of them.
Yeah,
Right?
he was just from that little.
And the one with the
North
spider
Little
webs that Lobrak refuses to go into because who controls them is is pretty sure there's I'm surprised Aiden wasn't voting to kill it with fire.
Yeah, but if we sequester him off into there, I'm like,
That's implied. It's just a guarantee.
Yeah, you
Is
guys
there
are
some-
talking about it. Lobrak comes back and the torch is already out. He's like, "What? Was I not supposed to do something?" You're
Oh, you're not
squealing.
killing it?
Makes that lobster boiling noise. You just hear the shrill screaming, and he comes out. There's a romantic glow on the cave wall. What? What did I do? What? What did I do? What? Anyway, lovely summer home to stick somebody in.
Yep.
it's just took many people in. Oh, we can
Now,
do backflips.
You guys could block, like with gear. You could block the cave entrance that goes to the long tunnel. You put still there. You put whatever, and the boys have it on rollers, and they just move it aside, and you come out. Do the secret knock.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's a great idea.
It was already.
Stop
set.
playing the game
Now
for
you owe
us,
me.
Jeff.
You guys are not going to have hero points for. Damn it! See the
Well,
map,
I was
like, so
going to
excited.
say like dwarven secret door. You know what I mean? Like twist that stalagmite the right way and gain access to forbidden bounties.
Again, we're dwarves. This is our thing. We hide stuff in stone. It's kind of our shtick.
You know those really weird...
Say friend and enter.
Those really weird 70s beads that you just like, you stare at, but you don't want to pass through, right? Because they're unhygienic. You guys have like a woven giant beard, like a carpet hanging over the entrance, and no one wants to go near it.
Nasty.
Yeah, we've been working on that since college. Oh, there's another free strand, brother. You know,
that's a great idea.
Weave it in there.
Just
Anyway,
a poorly painted canvas of Muros' face.
Very poorly.
Giving you the no. Don't go in here.
Yeah.
No, like sub-infantile. It's like, yeah, okay.
Was it like Vox Machina? The portal was the painting of the tiefling naked woman, and they're staring at the porn, and then somebody actually touches it, and their hand goes in. It's like, oh my god, it's a portal. See, that wouldn't work with a dwarf. The first thing you guys would do is like lay hands upon the beauty of, oh look, we found the invisible. Well, that didn't last very long for an illusion, now did it? All right, so onward to Breach Hill.
Yeah,
onward. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hit the brewery, drop off the sample shrooms.
Yeah.
Just give them a map to the location. Tell them to move up. Stop worrying about fixing the stone.
It's not gonna work. Yeah.
Portcullis that Muros destroyed.
Yeah, I told you.
You imagine that? They've practically got it finished after a month, and you're like, nope, tear it all down. Everything's got to go. We got a better location. They just like shrug and start ripping it apart. They don't care.
Yep. Well, I'm sure that they would, agree once they've
diplomacy
informed about what's in there.
Just put the friggin' thing up. What are you talking about?
You're right. Diplomacy probably be required. Oof. 14.
Okay, so you see the front of the brewery, and you see they throw our sorcerer out the front door the way you guys would toss in Lowbrack around.
Right, Muros.
What?
They don't want to talk to me no more, so if you don't mind, go explain the situation to them, please.
Would you toss it up here? I can't go talk to him. Cuz! Hey, no, I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. I want a drink. I don't want to fight first. I want a drink first. That's good. I don't care whatever you have on top. Thank you.
Aye, get me a drink too.
Hey, come on. We just Steppen. He's smart. We all agree Steppen's smart, right? Okay. Now that we're on agreement to this, Steppen, come in. He's going to back an idea that we have.
Right.
Steppen?
I'm fully behind you. I've got you, cuz.
Hey, okay, so we have an idea. We're going to take everything that you guys have just built up and set and taken into alchemical contrivances.
And this is all for our best interest.
Of course. We're going to take it all now that we're so good at putting it together. Now we're going to go and put it together in a cave. It's about...
you
20
guys
miles.
Did such a good job. You should do it again.
Don't
That's what I said. And they're just like, get off.
Don't you all miss being under the ground?
Can I have a diplomacy and a step in if you want to roll diplomacy to aid another? The DC is 20 to give him his little +1.
All right.
Remember the good old days when it was 10 to get a +2? In this system, it's 20 just to get a +1.
Deception.
What?
Deception.
Deception. It's close to being the same thing.
It's pretty close.
I want you to move it, but I think you should. But I really think it looks really, really good. And they're like, if Miro likes it, something's wrong.
It's so much better now that I was honest about things. It was moderately better.
Al, you have a friend coming, flying out the door to join you in the dirt. 4. You see Oakenheart just backing out slowly so he doesn't get the same treatment. He was only, he's only assisting. So, they'll warm up to the idea in time, I'm sure. Well, on
I'll
the
come back every 24 hours to attempt it again until I succeed. We're gonna be, we're gonna be
I'll
here
take
for a
20.
few days.
We'll send a few wagons. They'll get the idea. Once they accumulate, they're like, we have to load it up. The wagons are here.
Just send somebody to like take it.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
Like,
doing.
they're trying
going
to
to-
pour something in, and then someone's just grabbing the stuff.
Blood
out of
will
their
be
hands.
Yeah.
blood will be shed. You got a paladin, an alchemist. They'd rather blow the whole place up than give it up to some hireling.
That's fine. We paid silver.
That's part of the selling feature. Lads, you get to blow this place up.
Okay, one would be down with it. The other two, now the alchemist gets thrown in the dirt with you.
Yeah. We'll let that.
I never get to have any fun, says Rick.
All right, but anyways, yes, and then move on to town.
Shout out to Rick Crawford of the Call of Dice, Call of Cthulhu podcast, and
Yeah, head down to Breach Hill, knowing that we now need to hire some porters.
it's all part of the plan, right?
It's exactly.
Stop in at Tuskhead Stoneworking to
No.
get a crew organized.
Tuskhead was the dwarf, wasn't it?
I believe so. I think that was the
Pisani
dwarf.
Bros is the guy that was always that Rob's bard
Yeah, we're not doing business with that dude.
Pissing off. Tuskhead Stoneworking.
Yeah.
Tuskhead Stoneworking does, actually, as a matter of fact. So, entering the gates of Breach Hell, going to Tuskhead Stoneworking, which does a brisk business of building limestone foundations and walkways, installing landscaping stonework, and carving gravestones. The business is known for importing large barges of quarried stone straight into its building off the banks of the Breach Creek, and management's strong relationship with the town council has earned all that permits requests are readily approved. In recent years, has as you guys found out, Bassani's trying to buy him out. Rorsk Axebane is
Great name.
your man.
It's a power name.
Yes,
Rorsk.
Rorsk Axebane, who you've
The
met
winner.
you've met briefly a couple times, but again, seeing one of your own, there's just that nod, like, sup.
Yep.
So, now you
Dwarven
find
mental high five.
the guy's a businessman. It would be rude in Dwarven custom not to greet him without money to spend in your pocket, which now you finally do.
Yep.
He'll take your gold, and you'll get goods
Yep.
for it. No need to go change it up anywhere, right?
And we can trust their work. Because
Yep.
they're worse.
Yes. So, Rorsk Axebane is a stonemason. Now, this is what he sells in his shop, but he is a qualified stonemason. So if you want to trust somebody to build some stuff out there with Theoden, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the plan.
Mm.
And he'd probably have the workforce. You know what I mean?
His wagon of cousins.
Yeah. Well, whether he did it solo or, but
Well, he's got a whole dwarven work crew, right?
oh, no, he doesn't have a dwarven work crew. He is a dwarf himself.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's got. I'm
A
not going
mix-
to be racist in that regard, but
He's
who's
got a
calling the shots has got to be a dwarf.
Yeah, he owns a business, but he's got a mixed bag of races because these
Okay.
are people. Yeah, these are people like descendants of the original townsfolk, or
Yeah.
just
And Breach Hill is a mixed bag. It's a cultural melting pot.
yeah.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
this guy is on the up and up. He's a good businessman. He's a fair businessman. He's a shrewd dwarf. Nothing shady here, like our bard buddy. So he's no fun at all.
All right.
Right? Well, at least you know what you're getting.
Okay.
All right. Who wants white bread?
Okay.
So make arrangements.
Okay. So you guys walk into Tuskhead Stoneworking.
Yep.
Okay. He gives you the nod, and just sort of raises a hand, like, give me a minute kind of thing. Finishes up with, and takes the short route to finish up an order. Doesn't get rid of his attendants, but he gets rid of customers. We'll take this in hand, blah, 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 all that kind of thing. And, gets them on their way. So now, I was wondering when you lads would be coming around me shop. Your boy has been in and out, showing up personally, sending his errands, and those friends of yours, and he looks at the goblin, who've, shall we say, messed things around in my storefront just a wee bit too much to my liking. If you don't rein that crowd in the next time he sends them, I told him there's going to be an extra 15% overhead charge on the next delivery.
Well, many apologies, many apologies. Well, actually, that's what we've come to talk to you about, trying to remedy the situation. Unfortunately, the goblins can't wield a chisel worth anything. And we're finding ourselves in need of a little bit of stonework. Oh, I guess we should mention, if Cousin hasn't already, we've laid claim to the old keep up there on the hill. We're fixing it up.
I know all about that. You've been gone a month. Your boy Theon has filled me in on everything. And not that I don't
have
appreciate...
to finance it somehow, so we went on a bit of an adventure.
Yeah.
We've come back with some coin in pocket, and you're our first stop.
I know the details, lad. I just thought it might be proper that you introduce yourselves a little bit more formally earlier on. I mean, he looks around and kind of gives a wink for like the human stocking the shelves to like leave. Puts an elbow on the table and waves you in close, Al.
All right, lean in.
Okay. He says, the Axebane clan and the Stonechucker clan have a bit of a history. I'm willing to honor that. He says, I don't need to advertise it. I'm willing to honor it. He says, but... He says, the Axebane clan and the Anvilbender clan also have a bit of a sorted history. So, when Theon What's-His-Face clan came down... That's what you get, Frank, for not showing up, because I forgot you. When Theon, son of Theon, disgrace clan, came to barter on your behalf, I was curious who'll be actually running the show here. You're wise that you're the front man, and I don't want any bad blood with the Anvilbenders. He says, this is like the stage whisper with you. But like Miros and you guys can like all hear this, like standing in the room. The guy just doesn't whisper, right? I don't want to stir up any bad blood. He says, I appreciate the business and any profit I can make over Posani and those boys, I do appreciate. So I'll let bygones be bygones. He says, but concessions have to be made. Sending a pile of goblins into my shop every other 10 day. And he just he goes off on a list of things that he's not happy with.
Sure.
Okay. So, diplomacy, remedy. Shall we cart out our human? You did really well in the last situation, right?
16 diplomacy. Anybody want to help?
Muros wheels in via Dolly, the human.
Exactly.
Niles!
Really?
Let's have a drink and a talk, he says robotically. It worked on the half-elf. 27. Oh, sorry, he's a little stuck.
Just seeing how the day was going. Just seeing how the day was going with Albrecht.
The dice just hate me today, that's all.
Murrow's peeled off already, and he went to the closest
But even
tavern.
so, 16's not terrible, No.
Joe, what page is the is it making impression diplomacy? I think I have my screen here. Let's have a look here and making an impression.
Oh, making an impression?
Yeah. Oh no, it's my will DC. Right. Of course.
Yeah.
Right, my will DC. Yeah. All right. Willpower. What is yours actually? I'm curious, Al.
Mine is 13.
So that'd be 23 for you. And yours, Miros?
My will save is 14.
You had 10 as a base, and that's 24.
Yeah.
And the half elf was 22. Okay. So on par, not that this guy's 7th level, but a long business stonemason, because they don't give me much on him, I would say we're looking at the 20 to 25 range. 20 being kind, 25 being not so kind. So 16?
No.
Now, I'm not saying he won't do business with you, but, you know, you want prices to go down, labor to go up, and have him, like, hug you like an old cousin, you know. Like he said, he doesn't want bad blood with the anvil benders. And your clan and his apparently go back. Maybe you want to look into both of those incidents, maybe even rectify them. You know, there's always, I've been starting to think like a video game, right? Oh, but I can't. But first, here, go do my laundry, Zelda. You know.
Muros knowing that
I couldn't possibly sell you what you need, even though it's right there on the frickin' shelf behind me. You could kill me and take it. You know, oh no, until you know, go risk your life 8 times from sideways and bring me back the nut, the girl, my laundry.
I'm going to say Muros with a wisdom check, knowing that he would bring a negative to the table, brought a positive to the table to negate his negative.
Society, or any kind of lore. No?
Something that's attached to wisdom?
Let's say akin to say that this is news to you both, because I didn't ask for these roles up front. He just, you know, the character, not the DM, just dropped this on you. Your clan's great. Your clan, but business is business,
Society?
and, you know. Don't worry about it.
Boom. 16.
Okay. Something about what he says rings true. But feuds, we're talking about a blood feud. It's probably like a gem mine dispute or something that's got 2 clans kind of going, we don't want to deal with them. We'd rather give, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
it's probably nothing. Anyway, they still do business.
Mired in
Just
the past.
yeah, just not exactly. Oh, he's a dwarf. Let's open arm. You know this one. Right?
Oh, grudges go back for ages past.
Yeah,
There you
dwarven
go.
grudges
Th-
last
there's
a
been-
long
My
time.
uncle has a grudge going from his great granddaddy about
Yep.
a bad haircut.
Now I've already snuck in roleplay a bit of a golden nugget that you can use against him that he mentioned. But anyway, how many times a day can you influence? Is this like a 1 or 24 hour, like yield days?
Yeah,
Okay.
once every 24 hours.
So, you want to just what? You talked about leaving compensation. You want to just like lay down a tip for past grievances or clear Theowen's tab or, you know.
Wow, he has a tab. That's kind of douchey.
Well, no, that's actually
there's-
character.
No, but a deposit.
Well, let's put
You know
it this
what
way.
I mean?
Like, Frank can only get you so far with repairs, right? You're going to need stone. Like, all you guys have been doing is clearing stone. You haven't bought tools. You haven't, when you start building stuff, you need supplies and tools. And Frank's been promising all kinds of business, but hasn't given any money up yet.
Yeah.
Right? Whether he's got something on tab where he's like loaned him some tools or, you know what I mean? I think I could see Theowen literally showing him the deed and looking him dwarf to dwarf and going, look, there's you and there's Prasani. You know what I mean? It's like, who do you want me to deal with? The boys are coming back with money and we're going to do this with or without you. So you want in or not? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Frank doesn't take shit from anybody, right? So as soon as he saw that deed, he opened Frank a tab. But Frank hasn't paid it yet. So, Theowen, right?
Yep.
Okay. Also, this would help that I'm pretty sure when we off-air dig into how much time things take to build and build stuff up, I'm sure I'm going to find a cost, whether I either owe you time in building stuff or you owe me money to get something done. So let's just put something on the table, maybe about gold, idolish, that big. Indiana doesn't need it anymore. And just as a gesture, you know.
I actually just so happen to have.
How much is it worth?
Give me a second. I'm trying to find it. Where is it?
I just don't want to, like, you guys drop, like, Spiegler's 50 gold and go, okay, well, that doesn't get you anything. Spiegler's broke, and, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like he's a bank. Here, hold on to my idol. This is compensation for, and when that idol runs out of money, you know, when you've given us enough supplies and the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm just trying to find it in the inventory because I know I have it.
No, if you're willing to give it up, we can sort it out later.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Will he trade you gold for silver? Sure. Here's a guy that deals in bulk. You know what I mean? It's like he's like a grocery store. You want to give him hundreds and like he'll give you a crack of quarters. Yeah, but it's the other way. This guy deals like in a barge of limestone. He needs bags of gold to pay for it, not coppers and silver. So if you guys want to switch out your 50 gold for 500 silver, and again, maybe give him the benefit of the doubt, you know.
And a wheelbarrow to carry it.
No, I just mean like, you give him 50 gold, he gives you 400 and something silver, you know, for trade rate. Anyway, depends what you guys do, but you're not getting very far with diplomacy of 60, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So we'll continue this discussion another day. I'll be back, but I'll, drop the idol on the table. Just came in, pay my respects, and let you know that we're looking for work to start very soon.
But here, money where my mouth is. It's not a bag of gold. Here's an actual treasure. You know what I mean? Like anyone can get money. The
haven't even hit the shops yet.
Yeah, like
first crack. Show respect. Thank you for dealing so fairly with my cousin.
He's like, he picks it up and instantly brings up the monocle. Like, aye. Where'd you get this from? And he sniffs it. Got a strange scent to it.
Oh, we've been all over the place. We've been going for a bloody month.
Now, you guys have got those gold bars. Just don't forget to wash your hands.
Wash the gold before you give it to somebody and poison them. But well, that's
you're arrested for murder because you guys give the gold bars to Pisani and they figure out it's arsenic poisoning. You guys are all thrown in jail. It's kind of an unusual TPK, but it would bring the venture to an end. Not to mention that prophetic dream where Buddy was getting hung, facing the guillotine. Okay, you guys drop the idol in his lap. He not saying he cheers up, but he sure as hell shuts up. Certainly stops complaining. Ah, yeah. Looks distracted, like just kind of waves you off, like, take whatever you want and tools
I'll come
right now.
back sometime in the next few days. We'll go over the details then.
Oh yeah, that's oh yeah. Oh, hey, what you guys boys need to. I'm holding up a Boba Fett, by the way, an actual like 12-inch tall Boba Fett statue that I got as a toy. It's like, oh yeah, it's the detail. Yeah, solid gold, you say? Stinks its teeth into it. We washed that, right? Don't ask me where I kept it. All right. As you guys step out of Tuskhead stoneworking, there's a need for everyone to drop a perception check into the tower. For my eyes only.
Dun, 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 dun. Except for the human. He's not there.
Right, where's the tower?
And we will see you all next time.
I get a +2 circumstance bonus to perception checks for initiative, just so you know. Yeah.
I didn't say
especially
I just it was a lovely day.
And just
But I know that that you just rolled is obviously a 11 if +2. Good to know. Good night, everybody.